Yeah, today we are going to discuss about in the second lesson Python variables, creating how to create variables in Python, and casting in the sense converting the original data types to the other data types. And if you want to see the data type of the existing variable, you can get it with the help of some functions. I'll show you them. I'll teach you that. And the differences between single quotes and double quotes, there is no difference. You can use any of the uh, single or double quotes to assign a string variable. And Python is a case sensitive, and how to use Python variables. And there are three different ways to notate or declare the variables. Those are camel case, Pascal case, and snake case that we are going to discuss today. And Python assign multiple values, like you can assign multiple values at a time to different variables or a single variable. And Python output variables, Python global variables. These are the today's session. Coming to the Python variables, in Python, variables are created when you assign a value to it. Like suppose if you want to assign 5, the number 5 to x variable, you just need to type x is equal to 5. And if you want to assign a string value to y variable, y is equal to some string variable, that you can enclose with double quotes or single quotes. So variables are nothing but containers for storing data values. It may be any type of data. It may be a numeric type or float type or string type or complex type. There are different types of values you can assign to a variable. And these are the examples, like creating variables. There is no need to have any declaration for variables. Like in other C, C++ or Java languages, we need to declare before using the variable. Suppose if you want to assign a numeric value to x, first we need to define int x, then string y. Like that we need to define before using them. Before assigning any value to a variable, we need to declare a variable in other languages, but in Python it is not required. Okay, a variable is created the moment you first assign a value to it. Like as I said, you if you want to assign a value 5 to x, you just need to type x is equal to 5 or y is equal to some string value. Then you can print it with the help of print function. Print within braces, print x or print y. Okay, and variables do not need to be declared with any particular type. Okay, like examples here, we can assign a value to a variable like x is equal to 4 and x is equal to 5. Here first x is a numeric type and second x is a string type. That means first you assign a numeric value to x variable, later you change that value to string variable. That means you can you can assign any type of value at any moment. Means you can change the type of a variable at any moment in Python only. It is not possible in other languages. Okay, and casting nothing but, suppose if you want to convert integer value to string variable, then you need to use str in braces 3. Say as you can see here example, x will be 3 now. That means 3 in the sense it is a string value now, string variable now. That means it is if you want to print it, I will show you with an example. See, yeah, as I told you, we can use any of the IDE. Right now I am using PyCharm. 1 second. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, Malik.
Yeah. So I'm using this PyCharm, and before that you need to install Python software. I told you yesterday how to install the Python software. You need to just go to the just you type Python or download Python. It will take you to the any, like, first, like, you can go to download Python, that is python.org. Directly you can download this software from this download button. You can download it and just open that file. It will be installed in your local directory. So as I told you yesterday, there is a set path, one checkbox is there. You need to check it so that automatically Windows environment will recognize that the Python is installed in so and so location. So this same Python, the software which you installed earlier can be used in this editor PyCharm. Before that, if we get any errors, we just go to File and go to Settings. Here in Project Python Interpreter, you need to add that interpreter, that means Python, which is previously installed in our local machine, that is add interpreter. Here there is an add interpreter. You just need to provide the path where you install the Python earlier. Okay, are you getting my point? So that's how this editor will take care of executing all your Python programs. So initially you need to specify the path. Okay, you can try it in your systems. If you have any problems, please come back and I'll help you on that.
So,
Okay.
hi, Malik. This my PyCharm is old. 30 days trial version is it
No,
already?
there is a community edition. You
Uh-huh.
just install that community edition. It is a free
Okay,
version.
thank you.
Yeah. So here I'll show you some of the examples how to declare the variables. You just give that variable name x is equal to 5 or y is equal to some name. Now you can print those variables. Okay. If you want to execute it, you just right click it and run this file name. See here, we'll see the output in the below window, that is 5 and John. Whatever we just printed, those will be displayed in the output window. Okay. Likewise, suppose you have given value 5 to variable x. Now I wanted to give some other name, like I wanted to give string value to variable x. Now that means initially we have assigned a numeric value to variable x, and now we change it to string value. So now x will take the latest assigned value, that is string value. So if you run this program, so now only the second value will be assigned to x. So now x becomes a string variable. Previous will be removed. The same variable is now reassigned. We are changing the value of existing variable from numeric to string now. Okay. Likewise, casting. What is casting? Casting is nothing but converting converting any type of variables to other type. Like suppose if you want to, here in the casting examples, x is equal to str of 3. That means we are converting a numeric to string now. After printing that x variable, we will get 3 within the single quotes because it is a string value now. Okay. And in the second example, y is equal, in casting, y is equal to int of 3. That means now we are converting 3 to int. Basically 3 itself is an integer. There is no need to convert. Just is an example. And the same 3 can be converted to float by using float function. Yeah, please tell me.
Whenever we are changing, we need to specify the cap.
Yes, yes.
Uh, if we are assuming x is equals to 5, we
Okay.
need not to specify int.
In nothing. Yeah. That is the.
When you doing casting, you need to specify.
Yes, yes, yes. And if you want to display the type of a variable which you assigned earlier, there is a function called type. See in the below examples, you can get the data type of a variable with the type function. Okay. So here I'll show you those examples also in this. See, these are the examples for converting values to different types using different functions. Like if you want to convert 3 to str, string variable, just you need to give the str. Likewise int and then float. If you run this program, sorry, I need to print these values x, y and z. See here, actually here we don't see the single quotes or double quotes for the first variable x, but it is a string value, means string variable. X is a string variable, y is integer variable, and z is a float variable. If you want to see the type of these variables, you just need to use the type function within braces. Type of y, likewise type of z. And if you run this program, see here the below output here. First variable x is a string type, and second variable y is int type, and third variable z is float type. So likewise, we can see the type of a variable by using type function. You got it?
So if you want to assign float number,
Yeah.
z equals to 3.0,
Hmm.
then we assign.
Yeah, you can use it.
When we are casting, like
See, I'll show you that example, whatever you have the doubt. See, instead of this, we can directly check all these commands with a simple editor, that is Python IDLE, like this. So this is a simple editor to run a single commands. Like you need not to store all the program in a single file. You just test with the help of this IDLE editor. Okay. Okay, fine. See, you are telling about x is equal to 3.0. Okay. Now x is a float type.
yes,
If you want to see the type of a variable, you just float type. Later, if you assign this value 3, now what is the variable type x now? Int. Okay. It's an integer type. Okay. Now x is equal to, suppose y. I'll take y variable. Y is equal to float of x. So what is the variable type of y now? No. See, we have assigned earlier int only, but now we have changed it to float. Now what is the variable type of y now? Float only, right? Yeah, you can check it. Float. Okay. Likewise, we can check the data type of a variable by using type function. And as I told you, single or double quotes can be used to declare a string variable. See examples here. X is equal to John in double quotes and x is equal to John in single quotes. Okay. Now coming to the, yeah, tell me.
So why this is double quotes, single quotes?
Both are same. There is no difference in Python. Okay. You can use any one. And coming to the variable declarations, here variables are case sensitive in Python. That means if you declare a variable like if you assign a 4 value to a and again capital A, you assign string value. That means now a will not override capital letter, A will not override a. Both are different. Small a is different, capital A is different. Okay. And these are the different rules to declare a variable. A variable can have a short name like x or y or z or more descriptive names like age, car name or my name or total volume, my age. Like that you can define a variable. So here a variable name must start with a letter. Okay, alphabet letter or the underscore. Only underscore is a allowed character. The other characters are not allowed while assigning a variable. Okay, and variable name cannot start with a number. The second rule is variable name cannot start with a number. A variable name can only contain alphanumeric characters. That means it can be a combination of alphabets and numerics. But starting should be alphabet. And the only allowed character is underscore. Okay. Variable names are case sensitive. Like here, age, capital A, G, age, and all capitals age are 3 different variables. Got it? These are the examples. Like these are the valid variable names. My var, my underscore var, my capital V A R, my var is equal to John. And all caps you can also give. And you can also give alphanumeric like alphabets and numeric. My var 2 is equal to John. So all these are what type of data it is? What type of data? String variable. All are string variables. But here these are not valid variable names because we have started with numeric. So it won't allow. It will give a syntax error. And then my hyphen var, hyphen is not allowed. Only underscore is a valid allowed character. And my space var, it is also not allowed. So all these are not valid variable names. Okay. So as we discussed, remember that variable names are case sensitive. Okay, and that should start with, or you should give with a user readable names. Okay, and there are different techniques you can define a variables. Like these are the 3 different ways you can define a variable. Camel case, like camel case in the sense starting with a single small letter and variable, this way V is a capital letter and name N is a capital letter. This is called camel case. First letter starting with a small letter and all the initial letters are capital letters. So this is a camel case name, variable name. Okay. So my variable name is equal to John. The other type is Pascal case. This is nothing but all initial letters starts with capital case. My M is capital, V is capital, and N is a capital letter. My variable name. This is one type of declaration or usage of a variable, that is Pascal case. Here each word starts with a capital letter, but there is no space here. Okay, should not be there. There should not be a space. And snake case is nothing but giving an underscore between words. Like here, my underscore variable underscore name is equal to John. So these are the different techniques to define variables: camel case, Pascal case, and snake case.
Snake is all letters are small one.
Yeah, all are small letters. Yes.
Can we use capital letters? Like,
You can use capital letters, all capital letters.
uh, can you write like Pascal case, but using underscores?
Yeah, you can use them. No problem. Here you can use my, here M is caps lock. You can also write. Okay. But the variable name should be readable format like the other people, because this code is not only meant for you. It can be distributed to the other team members. Okay. So those people also need to be understand easily. For that reason, you need to give proper variable names. And coming to the assigning values, multiple values to different variables. Like here, many values to multiple variables. The first type is Python allows to assign values to multiple variables in one line. See, this is not possible in any other languages. Only in Python it is possible. Okay. See here, x comma y comma z is equal to, we have defined different values to different variables in a single line. Now if you print x, print y, print z, what are the values here? X contains orange, y contains banana, z contains cherry. Okay. Likewise, we can assign different values to different variables in a single line. Okay. And it should be number of variables should contain same number of values. Suppose if you give other value here, comma some other value, it won't allow because there is no other variable here. So equal number of variables and equal number of values. Okay. And one value to multiple variables. Like here, if you want to assign single value to multiple variables, you can give like this: x is equal to y is equal to z is equal to orange. Now all the variables contain the same value, that is orange. Okay, are you following the online people? Any doubts?
Can you please repeat this part?
Okay. See here, in the first type, we can assign multiple values to different variables in a single line. We are assigning three different values to three different variables: x, y, z. X comma y comma z is equal to orange, banana, and cherry. Okay. Now we print the values here. X contains first value, that is orange, and y contains banana, and z contains cherry. Okay. Likewise, the other type is you can also assign a single value to multiple variables in a single line, that is x is equal to y is equal to z is equal to orange. Now all these x, y, z contains the same value orange. Okay. And the other way of declaring the values, like here, unpacking a collection. Suppose If you have a collection of values in a list or tuple, we will discuss these data types in the next session. Python allows you to extract the values into variables. This is called unpacking. Unpacking in the sense, here fruits is a collection of different values. This is a list type of values. We are assigning apple, banana, cherry to fruits. Now, if you want to split all these values to three different variables, that is x comma y comma z is equal to fruits, automatically now apple will be assigned to x and banana will be assigned to y and last value, that is cherry, will be assigned to z.
So we need not to put equals.
No need, no need, no need. Because this is a list type of variable. Fruits is a list type. It contains list of three values, that is string values. Now we are unpacking them by assigning that list to three different variables. You got it? If you want to check that example here, like, yeah, tell me.
We are using iPhone.
Where?
Fruits.
No, it is not hyphen, it is equal. Equals. Fruits is equal. Yeah. This is an equal symbol. No, no. We will see that example.
First we are assigning those values to fruits.
Yes. Here, fruits is one collection of apple, fruit name.
Yes.
Okay. Now x comma y comma z is equal to fruits. That means fruits in the beginning, fruits is a collection of three list of values, string values. Now we are unpacking them by assigning this single list variable to three different variables. Okay. Now we will print these variables, print x, print y, print z.
So can we print print x comma y comma z?
Yeah, we can also print like that. Yes. Run it. Okay.
And if we can just print fruits with.
It will print all the, see here, you want to print fruits here, all in a single, is a list of strings. Okay. Now coming to output variables, Python output variables. Here, print function is used for output purpose. Okay. Here example we have seen earlier also. X is equal to Python is awesome. Print x, it will print the x value. Okay. Likewise, x y z is equal to Python is awesome. If you print here print x y z, so it prints all the values x y z, that is Python is awesome. Okay. And if you want to use a plus symbol, if you want to combine all these x y z, we can also combine with the help of plus symbol. Like here, x contains Python, y contains is, z contains awesome. If you print x plus y plus z, it prints Python is awesome. It concatenates, combines all the strings and prints it.
It prints without space.
No, because we have already given one space here. If you observe here, after Python there is a space. If you don't give the space, it combines all these in a single, without spaces, it prints. Okay, like here.
But as you said, spacing is not a.
Within double quotes, it is a string value, string value.
Within double we can allow.
Yeah.
Beginners.
So is there any rule for using double quote or single quote in Python?
No need, no, there is no rule. You can use anyone. You can also use single quotes. It allows. That's why I told you in the beginning. There is no difference between double quotes and single quotes while declaring string type of variables in Python. So now, if you print that, what is the output now? What will be the output? But there is no space. Okay. See here, if you run this, Python is awesome. It prints without any spaces here. Okay. That's why you need to give one space here after each character. Okay, now if you run.
Final variable is not only take space now. Final value.
There no need. This is not required because after we don't need. Yes. You're right. Are you getting all this till now? Any doubts?
Sir, all is about only string variables, no, sir.
Yeah, all are string variables only.
So we can't use integer.
No, no, no.
It means like that, Python 2 is awesome. Can we do that?
See, you can give it, but within the braces only, within the single quotes only. Whenever you include any number or any character or any special character within the double quotes and assign to a single value.
Can we assign numbers to string variables? But consider as a string values.
Yes, yes. You can also give like this. Python 3 is awesome. Okay. Now 3 is also now within the single quotes, that becomes a string now. It is not a numeric value. Okay. You can check it now. See here Python 3. Yeah. Okay. So till now we have learned about variable assigning values and assigning multiple values and unpacking the values by using the this list of all the different strings to the different variables like this, and also we learned about print statement, print function. Now coming to here some of the examples, like here x is equal to 5 and y is equal to 10. If we give plus symbol here, x plus y means it adds 5 plus 10 and it prints 15. That is the output. Okay. But here you cannot combine string with a number. Here see, x is equal to 5 and y is equal to John. It is what type of data? It is string type. You cannot combine, you cannot add numeric with string. It will give an error. Okay. The same types can be added, or you can add float plus numeric. Okay. Float plus integer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Both are numerical.
Yes. But whereas here, error, it will give error. Yes, yes.
So we can't add just numeric value and string value.
Yes. Okay. Like here, there are two different variables, which is one is a numeric type, that is integer type, and y is a string type. We can also print both at the same time, x comma y. Okay. And global variables. This is one of the important one. You can define a variable globally, in the sense, in the entire program, Python program, that variable can be used anywhere within the function or outside the function. We can use it. That is called global. So variables that are created outside of a function, okay, are known as global variables. Global variables can be used by inside the function or outside the function, anywhere in the same program. Okay. Here, example, see this example. X is equal to awesome. Now we are defining one function def. To define a function, you need to give the keyword def, my func within braces, and
Sir, there is space on
yeah, we have to give space. We are defining a function. This is a function name, and def is a keyword. Okay.
keyword we need to get space.
Yes. Here in the within the my function, we are printing Python is x, that is plus x, that is we are concatenating this string and the x string. Both are strings, right? This is one string. Are you getting my point? Python is a string value, and we are combining x, that is declared outside the function. Now it prints
Python is awesome.
Python is awesome. Okay, because we have declared this variable outside this function, and we are using that x value inside the function that can be accessed.
So X is a global value.
X is a global variable. Okay, variable, not value. Okay. Likewise, if you create a variable with the same name inside a function, this variable is a local. See in the second example, x is equal to awesome. We have defined x outside the function, that is a global variable, and in this function we have reassigned the other value to x. Now we are printing x here inside the function. What is the value here?
Python is fantastic.
Exactly.
Because we change.
We change the value inside the function because we have reassigned this x variable with a different value.
Sir, if we print X outside of the function, it will print awesome X.
Yes, exactly.
So it's
Now that is the example here. See, we are printing x here the second time. Python is x here. Now what is the value of second x value here?
outside is awesome.
Awesome. Why?
It's outside.
Because it is declared outside the
In my own
function. Yes. If you want to test, we can also test it.
So what is that semicolon?
Where?
Def my function.
Yeah, this is the standard definition.
My
Colon is required after defining the function. Colon is required.
my function is not having.
Here we are calling that function. This is the definition of a function, and this is the calling function.
So we are just using my function.
See, I'll show you that example. Def, to define any function, we will discuss this chapter in the other session, that is declaration of the different that is functions. Okay, my func is one function name. So after declaring any function, you need to give colon. That is compulsory. That is a standard definition. Okay. After that, if you press enter, it automatically gives spaces. This is called the indentation. See here, this the spaces between from the beginning to here. This is compulsory. This is mandatory. After declaring a function, in the body, within the body of the function, you need to give spaces, 4 spaces, or tab. You just press tab. But this PyCharm will take care of that automatically. After colon, if you press enter, it automatically goes to the gives the spaces. Now we are reassigning other value to x. Now print Python is plus x. What is the value now here x?
Python is fantastic.
Exactly. Now outside the function, see this is the end of the function. Just you need to come back to the beginning of the line. This is standard. Now we are calling that my func now. That means now it prints Python is x now because we are calling this my function outside this. Okay. Now if you print again same print command and Python is plus x. Now what is the value of x now?
Python is awesome.
Awesome. So that is the output. Now we'll get it here.
So if we use this printf means we'll get just awesome.
Yes, yes. Because awesome is declared outside the function.
It won't have like starting base, ending base for functions like Java.
No, 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 no. Java is a different syntax again. That is it.
So how can we know that the function is closed? Like
See, this is the end of the line.
okay.
That end of the line indicates that is the end of the function. And if you start that line from the beginning, it is closed. That is the previous function definition is end. That is closed. Okay. Now the other way is there is a global keyword to declare a global variables. See here, when you create a variable name inside a function, that variable becomes local. Okay, and can be used inside that function only. But if you want to create local variables, you can use the keyword global. See here, def my function, this is the second function here, global x. That means now x becomes global. Even though you declared that variable inside the function, but now it is becoming global. Why?
You are mentioning global.
Yes, we have declared that variable as global keyword. Okay. So now if you print my func here, so here, if you call this my func, fantastic will be printed, and here also the same value will be printed. Yes. Okay. The second example, see here, x is equal to awesome, and we are making x is equal to, that is global now inside the function itself. Now what is the value of x now? Fantastic only in the both locations.
So why we use global
Instead of single here outside the function, we are making the same variable as global. So now x becomes global.
From now onwards?
From now onwards,
Okay.
it's the same value. Fantastic will be assigned to here in the x inside the function, and also outside the function also. Okay. Okay, guys, understand all these concepts now till now? Online people, you can ask any doubts now. Tell me.
You said that previous value is global value. So x is equal.
Now we have renamed it. No, we have changed it.
We changed it to fantastic.
Yes, inside the function. From now onwards, x becomes global. That means existing value will be overwritten.
Okay.
Okay. Now coming to the data types. Here, Python data types and numbers and casting. We have seen that casting already. Here, Python has built-in data types, and you can also get the data type by using type function, as we discussed earlier, and setting the type of data using the functions only, and setting the specific data types. Okay, and some of the exercises you can also practice. And numeric types in data in Python, that is integer, int, float, complex. And you can also use type conversions, and you can also use a random number. You can also generate random numbers. There is a function called randomize, so you can use it by importing the library. And here, these are the casting of data types, int, float, and str. We have seen all this. Okay. Now coming to these built-in data types, here data types are very important. Okay, because those variables are used in entire program. So here Python has the following data types built in, that is by default. These are the different types categories. Text types are str. Okay, str, string values, and numeric types are int, float, and complex. And sequence types list, tuple, range. These are sequence types of data. And mapping type, that is dictionary, dict. Okay, and set types, set or frozen set. Boolean type, bool. And binary types, bytes, byte array, memory view. All these are different types of binary types. And none type, these are the total types of data types in Python. Okay. And as I told you, if you want to get the type of a data, you can just type the type function, type of X. And these are the examples. Setting the type of a data, like here X is equal to hello world, this is a string type, and X is equal to 20, this is the integer type, and X is equal to 20.5, that is float type. X is equal to 1J. Sometimes we are using some mathematical equations. So those are called 3 plus 5J, like that. Those are complex data types. And here list types contains, like I told you example, like apple, banana, cherry will be within the square brackets. You remember that? Okay. Square bracket. That is the list type. Yes. And this is a tuple. Tuples are declared here within the curly braces. Not curly braces. These are round type. Curly is different again here. Dict is there, no? X is equal to, in the last example, X is equal to curly braces. That is curly braces. That is called dictionary type. Okay. And these are the examples. And these are the set types. And these are frozen set. And these are, we will discuss about all these. And Boolean type, like this is X is equal to true or X is equal to false. Okay, remember this: true, T should be capital letter, F should be false, capital letter. And here byte array is the array type, byte array type. Memory view, and none is also one of the type of data, none type. These are the different examples. You can practice at your end, okay, in your systems or in a lab.
What might be the difference between complex and string?
String contains within the double quotes or single quotes, right? The complex is 1J. This is J.
So we are using character and numeric values.
That's why this is a different data type. Complex, only it allows any complex data type. That is mainly used for the equations purpose, mathematical equations purpose. Okay. And you can also specify the set the specified data type. Like here, if you want to specify the data type, you can also use the constructor functions. Like here, X is equal to str of hello world. We are making this entire string to string type to X. Okay, like this int function, float function, complex function, list function.
Why we are using x is equals to str?
There is no need, just one example. Okay, I am telling you one example to convert this string to a string variable. Likewise,
Are you
tuple.
going to share these documents?
Yeah, I'll
With
share with you. Don't worry.
okay.
Yeah. And here this is a dictionary type. We are setting the type as dictionary. And this is a set type. This is a frozen set type, Boolean type, bytes type. These are different types of setting the data types to variables. Okay. Here Python numbers. There are three main numeric types. Those are int, float, and complex. Likewise, these are the examples. See here. You can also check what type of data it is by using type function. Okay? Print type of x, print type of y, print type of z, like that. Examples here. Tell me.
All decimal values will be considered as float only.
Float only.
Decimal value.
Yes, decimal values. If a integer value contains a dot with a other number like 3.5 or 4.30 or 35, that is a float type. Okay. Int or integer is a whole number that should not contain any decimal point. Okay, you remember that. And it's a positive or negative, but it should not be a decimal point. Okay, without a decimal of unlimited length, that is called integer type. Whereas float contains a floating point number, it contains a decimal point. Okay, it can be also a scientific numbers like E symbol. Okay, and here complex types, complex numbers are written with a J or K, like that.
In Java there is a double, I think.
A double for float type, but here in
And double. Here
only float here, only float. That's why Python is very simple. It is simplified version of all other languages. Okay, you can easily learn it and you can easily use it. Till now, you have any doubts, guys? Online, Santosh, Shubdeep, Surya.
Yeah, definitely. No.
As
Today,
of
I'll
now,
share you the curriculum as well as the documents.
yeah. So
Okay.
Sure, thank
only
you.
the documents that actually we might need it, because it's from here it's difficult to see. I can see multiple screens here. Uh, if the entire desktop can be shared, that will be helpful, probably.
Hi, guys. Sorry, there is an power problem here. Now it is available now. So that's all for today. You can join tomorrow. If you have any doubts, please ask.